Alright guys, I've got something to show you here. Now, hold on. We are currently there. Let's move to Fulgora, right? I wanted to show you how I have solved recycling of trash on Fulgora, because the videos I'm seeing online are absolute tosh. So sushi belts, and it just drives me insane. I find it gross. Sushi belts. Ugh. How can you endorse sushi belts when the Factorio play? I just don't understand. By the way, ignore these robots. I have not enough of them and they're doing weird things. Yeah, they have no business being there. Anyway, so first thing you'll note, or you should note, that I've got this as we move over here. I've got that belt moving 60, this is a green belt, right? 60 items a second and they're stacked. That's effectively 240 items a second, right? I've got full, by the way, this is end game stuff. You have to have stuff unlocked, you have to have stack inserters, you have to have legendary quality items. So you have a look at the bottom right here. This recycler is recycling almost 60 trash a second. You can see that, right? You've got these bulk inserters working overtime here, and as you can see, that belt just does not stop, right? Maybe it does, mathematically speaking, it probably does, but it's not something I can see, right? You can see. So I've tweaked this, as you can see, in terms of speed modules, to get exactly or as close to 60 a second. And as you can see here, each of these, instead of using the usual outputs for these recyclers, screw that. I put a bunch of what are they called? Bulk inserters, taking stuff out, because I want the outputs, as you can see, stacked, okay? And stacked neatly. Now the challenge in here is that there's 12 items that can come out of this, right? As you can see, this is working. I love it. Love it. Anyway, it's working overtime. Now, a couple of problems with this, right? Firstly, if I go into my trash stuff, where's the trash? Will this show me? Or where's the menu that actually shows you what this splits into? Oh, doesn't matter. If you're a Fulgora player, you'll know what I'm talking about. They have different probabilities of coming out, right? So I've got the 4 of the largest quantities of items that come out of the recycling, which is these 4. I've got them on dedicated belts, okay? There's others, but so these go into a dedicated belt, and that belt then goes into its appropriate bin, right? I've got some buffers here set up, as you can see. I've got 2 for cogs, and they are finished with passive providers, purely so that it doesn't clog up. This is my overflow that gets binned. I do need to improve this and reduce my need to use robots, but that's another story. But really quickly, this is what I've done with the fuel, solid fuel. See here, no robots needed. It just gets recycled into these 2. This is actually an easy example. Some of the other bits and pieces don't get recycled so neatly, including batteries. Batteries are a bit of a pain. This is my battery recycling, as you can see, and it all goes more or less in the bin. There's hardly anything that comes out of this. And the idea here is just to delete them. Don't care. Because any other sort of need for plates and whatnot are being taken care of by other workflows. Anyway, going back to this, right? The first problem you'll encounter is that there's 12 items coming out of this, but actually there is 12 spots around the recycler that you could put in, but you also need a spot for intake, not just output, right? So that takes a slot. That basically means that one of those, in particular this one, has to handle 2 different items, right? So I chose items that actually come out in low quantity, which is, I chose, doesn't really matter, blue chips and copper wires, right? Now then I've encountered the problem of one of those going up to 100 and clogging this whole thing up. So I had to put a bit of logic in this, and the logic is super simple, right? It basically detects, this detects whether see, it reads the contents of this and says, is there more blue chips or is there more copper cables? And if it's more of these or more of that, that tells the inserter to then grab whatever there's more of, and that keeps tabs. That keeps tabs on, and prevents it from overflowing effectively. Anyway, this is basically all I was going to show you. I'm not a big fan of trains. I started here with trains. I got rid of them. I now have, these blocks. What are they called? Foundation blocks. So I really don't care. I'm not autistic enough to care about trains. So there's some remnants here, as you can see. But other than that, it's been extremely fun solving this. Actually, lastly, there are some bits and pieces like holmium and other components that don't come out in like massive quantities, as you'll see from the split of percentage chances. I just lumped them into one. See this middle here then gets into the classic splitter, and again all of this then gets shunted into the appropriate bin. Look at all that holmium ore. God damn! Got this filling up. Oh my god, all of this is full. Very good. Very good. That's probably because, yeah, these I'm not actually using much at the moment. What am I doing? That actually does use it. Oh, anyway. So yeah, I don't really have the need to expand my production capabilities here. I was limited by land space. Now I'm not, because I've been to a kilo. I've got those blocks, so I'm not really limited. So I could expand further. And one last note, because I hate hunting for new resources. I am playing on a setting that gives you massive resource deposits and very extremely rich deposits, so that I hardly ever need to expand, which has made my life a lot easier in one way. But at the end of the day, this game is about problem solving. Hunting for new patches and expanding all of that, it's not fun for me. It's not fun. I don't find that solving that problem fun at all. It's just a lot of legwork. So virtually all, as you can see here, all of them are super rich, so that I can focus on problems of quality modules, expanding throughput, all that kind of thing. Love it. Love solving all those problems. I'm guessing you are too. This is my Gleba, just to show you, why not. As you can see here, I've been having a bit of fun with, I was getting hammered here by some of those big boys, but since they brought in the artillery turrets, it's gone quiet. I wonder why. Yeah, the plume here, as you can see, is oh, someone's getting hammered here. Unlucky. So now the plume of not pheromones, what are they called? Spores, is actually within the range of my cannons, and it's just been beautifully quiet. Beautifully. I've not expanded this yet because I've actually got. Hold on, why is this so quiet? Everything working well? Yeah, seems to be. So this is all my fruit going up and into my processing. Yada yada yada. You know the score. Anyway, Fulgora, main focus, sushi beds. Fugg sushi belts. What do you guys think about this? Let me know if you think there could be some improvements or just general comments about this. I am absolutely chuffed with this. As you can see here, it just does not stop. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? This is remnants of my previous recycling. This was a what's it called? An example. Not example. This was a prototype that I was working on, which is now isn't really being used, and actually I'm diverting a lot of these cogs to straight recycling and getting rid of them because I get so much. It's ridiculous. So yeah, you guys let me know what you think, and happy problem solving. This one's been particularly satisfying to solve, and I'm absolutely over the moon with this one. So have a good sesh, and maybe I'll put another video out. Let me know if you want me to put anything else out about any of my setups. I may do it if someone asks. Right now I'm not actually focused on doing any videos at all, but if someone asks me nicely I may do that. So have a good one all. Take it easy.